When shooting with native L-mount Panasonic lenses, you have an incredible amount of manual focus control over your lenses. To start, let's look at the focus clutch that you'll find on the Pro lenses. This 50mm f1.4 has a clutch mechanism which allows you to mechanically engage the focus and control it just like a mechanical lens. If you don't have that feature, you still have a lot of control over the manual focusing. To start, you first need to enable manual focus on the camera. You can do that from the switch on the back of the body here, or some lenses have it on the lens barrel itself. Once the camera's in manual focus mode, you have quite a bit of control over the manual focus itself. Let's take a look in the menus. First, navigate to the Custom menu, and then to the Lens Others submenu. Under here, there's three options I want to look at. The first is Lens Focus Resume. When that's turned on, if you're in manual focus and you turn the camera off and then back on again, it will restore focus back to the position it was in when you turn the camera off. Next is the Lens FN button setting. Some lenses, such as the 70-200 f2.8, have an FN button built into the lens. This menu here allows you to choose what that FN button does. Then we get into the focus ring control. There's two modes, nonlinear and linear. Nonlinear means that the faster you spin the focus ring on the lens, the faster the focus will move. So if you spin it very quickly, you will very quickly go from the nearest focusing distance to the farthest. If you spin the ring slowly, it will more slowly move from near to far. This allows you to very quickly get to where you want to be, and then when you get to that point, you can slow down, making more precise adjustments. Next is the linear mode. Linear mode is more like a mechanical lens, where the amount that you rotate the lens always controls the focus in the same amount. It doesn't matter how quickly you spin it, it's always going to focus the same distance from one point to the next. But the real power in here is that we can actually control just how much you have to rotate the lens to get from the nearest to the farthest focusing point. To do that, we go to the Set menu, and then you can choose from as little as a 90-degree rotation all the way up to a 360-degree rotation, or on some lenses even go for a maximum and get a little bit more than 360. What this means is that if you set it to, for example, 90 degrees, you only have to rotate the focus ring 90 degrees to get from the closest to the farthest focusing distance. Going all the way to 360 means, of course, that you have to spin the lens a full 360 rotation to go from the nearest to the farthest focusing point. This mode also allows you to use a wireless focus control system like this one here. This allows someone to pull focus on the camera wirelessly. All these creative options in the camera allow you an incredible amount of creative control when setting up focus for your LUMIX cameras.
Panasonic.